Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Otherwise, let's have a look and see Virgo. 4 cards for the sign of Virgo. Okay. Okay, the truth shall set you free, Virgo. Okay, what do we have here? We've got the 3 of Swords. Now, there's a lot of confusion or conflict or potential heartbreak or healing that may occur in the month of May. A very emotional time. The Page of Cups represents a very emotional time and also the time of Pisces. So you might be dealing with the Pisces, or there's a lot of emotional activity that's coming in here. Very strong attachment. The Pisces ruling over the water element. You also have the sign of Sagittarius, fire energy. So I feel like there's a lot of direction, but there's also a bit of patience that's required in a situation here. I do feel like in the month of May, you're going to continue or try to continue, push on with an issue or push on in a certain situation here. And there's a certain heaviness that's going to reside within you, Virgo, okay? Now, for some of you, this might be options in love. For some of you, there might be a third party, either for you or maybe for your significant other, that comes and complicates things. So it could be the month of May sees a third party situation entering your relationship or causing a ripple effect in your relationship here. And this is when the going gets tough here, Virgo. Now, that's not to say for all of you it's going to be this third party and there's going to be cheating involved. There may or may not be. Each situation is going to be very different. If that's not the case, Virgo, the 3 of Swords can definitely indicate inner conflict and confusion. And you're carrying this out. I feel like there's a part of you that still wants to try and have a go at something. I think there's a part of you that believes something is worth pursuing or something is worth... It's almost like there might have been pain or an argument or a hurtful situation, but with the Temperance card here, you want to, it's time, give it time. Either you yourself need time or this person that you're dealing with and potentially needs time. This is a reading more focused on you though, Virgo, so I'm inclined to believe that with the angel here, balancing these 2 of Cups, I'm inclined to believe that you're determined to stick around because you have the belief. You may be of the belief that this person is a twin flame or a soulmate, that the 2 of you balance each other out, that you actually work better together rather than apart. And this is a very strong belief system that you have attached to this person, Virgo. So immediately I'm seeing that there's a very strong attachment. I want to say though, the Page of Cups is often seen as the dreamer of the zodiac, okay? He's talking to a fish here. It's very unlikely that this would happen, but yet he has this ability. He has this special ability. There could be someone here who has a very strong way of pulling you in, or a very strong way of keeping you interested, or a very strong way of reassuring something. Now, I'm not necessarily seeing that there is manipulation. I think maybe this is just a genuine effect this person has on you. Or vice versa, you have this effect on that person. But I feel like it's something is unrealistic, but yet you want to keep going with the 10 of Wands. You want to keep pursuing. I don't know if this has anything to do with second chances, perhaps. I feel like a part of you wants to give them a second chance. A part of you feels like you owe it to them. Now, or you know, you want to make things right, maybe, okay? Maybe this was you. You know, maybe you caused this for this other person or will cause this for this other person in May. And maybe you want to make things right again. Maybe May is the month where you find that balance again. May is the month where you sort of work through your issues. Maybe it is. Maybe the issues that you're working through are these ones. Unrealistic expectations, emotional upheaval, pressure, baggage, conflict, jealousy, third parties, whatever it is that you're trying to work through. Maybe May is the month where the angel comes in The angel is a messenger, so there's lots to do with communication here. Communication about working things out. And Sagittarius is known to be a very straightforward, honest, maybe even a little bit blunt sign, okay? So whether or not you're dealing with a Sag, Virgo, is besides the point. I think it's more to do with the energy coming into the relationship right now. And there's honesty, okay? There's a lot of, I feel like the truth is coming out here. And I think this sort of relates back to your May reading that I did, so you might want to check that out. But it was about you shedding light on something, and I think this discovery might have a lot to do with your love relationships or the person that you're with. But I do feel like there's a balancing act here. And I do feel like you'll be able to work through something, at least for yourself. Whether this person decides to work through their own issues is a completely separate issue. I'm seeing that it is a possibility that you'll be able to mitigate and mediate your way through whatever this is. And there's honesty here. It might hurt to hear the truth. It might be painful to relive it, Virgo. But I think there's a part of you that wants to. There's a part of you that wants to work through this, that wants to move forward. Are you being unrealistic about it? I don't know. Are you taking on too much? I don't know if this is a fire sign maybe. You had the Sag, could be a Leo, Aries. They're willing to work really hard for you. Time will tell. Obviously, everyone is dealing with very different signs and elements and at very different stages in their relationships. But I feel with what I'm seeing here around you, Virgo, I think there's a part of you. I don't think you're neglectful of the truth. I think you know what's going on. But there's a part of you that's still somewhat hopeful, or there's a part of you that wants to work through, and maybe forgive someone. I don't know if you need to give this person a chance to explain. I don't know if they need forgiveness. I don't know if they still want to try with you despite what's been caused or what may be caused, the calm before the storm, the calm after the storm. And it may be painful to relive, Virgo. I'm not going to lie. There's a heaviness that sits with you here. And especially, that Page of Cups. I mean, Piscean energy is quite creative and can be extremely lovey-dovey. So even if this has happened, I feel like the Page of Cups most definitely overrides it. So I do feel like you'll forgive. Maybe not forget, but you'll forgive and move on. I do see forgiveness. Maybe forgiveness and trust, because with the Temperance, we place the trust that the angel will balance things out again and everything will be okay and we'll come out of it on the other side and the sun will rise again and we'll have these happiness here and we'll dip our toes in the water again and feel re-energized, revitalized. So maybe whatever this is in the relationship that's happening needs to happen, Virgo, so you can feel like that Temperance, because you've been patient enough and this has been going on long enough and now it's finally here, it's finally going to settle. So ultimate forgiveness, I think, and moving forward, forgiveness and trust, I think. Forgiveness and a newfound trust is also possible here, Virgo. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for you. But look, I will leave your reading at that.